You should include your audience.
Right.
Alright. Okay, everyone. So, round 3 of IFRC here at Australia is raining as of right now. I have a new person in the booth today. I have J&T. J&T, you can say hi to everyone.
Uh,
And, in this qualifying session, we've seen multiple people go out, as in Drew, Fire King, Davis, Rowdy, just to name a few. And J&T, you have any predictions at who's gonna get pulled today?
I think Bender's gonna get pulled because currently he's like 7/10 up in second place, and 7/10 is decently hard to find in the wet. Like if you're against someone who's pretty good in the wet, so I think he's gonna get pulled.
Yeah, honestly, I think he possibly can too. Right now in second place is Flyers fan, which is very surprising because Flyers fan he hasn't had pretty good races. The person I really want to look out for is Piggy, in the Mercedes. He has to start his lap, but I think he could possibly fight for pole.
Mercedes has been on fire these first couple of races with Whoopi and Peggy, with Peggy winning. I think Whoopi won one, I'm not 100% sure.
Nah, Joseph won the first
Oh yeah,
one,
Joseph won the first
and
one, then Piggy won
yeah, and
the
then Piggy won
China.
the second one. Yeah.
But I think Piggy was up there in Bahrain, so
Yes, he
very
was.
strong start for him.
Yeah, he just had a massive moment on his qualifying lap. Luckily, it wasn't invalidated, but he basically spun and still had a
But
purple sector one. I don't even know how that's possible.
this non-invalidated lap in the wet in this. Never mind. He's no, but the
Yeah, there it goes.
non-invalidated lap in this league is a good lap in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, we only have 9 laps so far, and we have another DNF. Alright. Seems like qualifying's doing amazing right now. Does you have ND in the Mercedes today? I don't know. Probably filling in for WPUI. And he's right now in P4. But other than that, Bruce about to come start his lap. And I think he could probably fight for pole KDX. He was on pole in for China, but I'm not sure about that. But obviously Brute about to start his lap.
Piggy was actually on pole for China, so he's
Oh yeah.
already shown that he can put himself up there in these qualifying sessions.
Yes
You
he
know, when
has.
he gets to settle up.
Yeah, and Brute already invalidates his lap time, turn 1. That is amazing. Piggy's back in the pits, KDX. He invalidated his lap. As we only have, what is it? 2, 6, 8 people left in this qualifying session.
I think a couple people are going to improve. Like Brute's probably going to improve. Shot's going to improve. Piggy, when he sets the lap, he's going to be up the order. So there's a couple people who are up there right now, but might be a little lower when these guys set their laps.
Um, yeah, shots. He's right now invalidated, but I think he should go on for another lap, which is important. 4 minutes left in qualifying. Probably
Yeah,
gonna come back in.
in the wet, you can afford to do multiple laps. So
It's usually recommended because as you keep going, you get used to the track and everything.
although Shot decides he doesn't want to, and he pulls into the pits.
Yeah. He decides he doesn't want to. He has given up on that. Before we go, I'm going to start another lap. Let's see, will he actually invalidate this time, or will he actually be able to complete a clean lap? Ooh, kept it in track limits, and it has spun.
And he's
Number 1 pick is not.
absolutely binned it.
Yep, number 1 pick for y'all. I don't think he has scored a point this. He might have, but I think he had. we know first round he didn't make it past lap 1, but the number 1 pick has already taken those in the draft.
Flyers, who is currently P2 right now, surprisingly, he is on his outlap. Let's see if he can improve and maybe even get pole, possibly.
Yeah, if he gets pole,
That'd be
that's
huge
gonna
for
be an
him.
amazing result. Yeah, that'd be huge. Especially his teammate. I don't think is
Archie's
who
his
is this today?
teammate.
Archie is already out of the session. So yeah. And people are coming out for their final runs now. See Lando coming out of the pits. Flyers is about to start his run. And Flyers already smacked the wall. Yeah. I doubt it's gonna be invalidated. No, it's not. So they will let him run this lap. See what he can do with it. Pretty decent turn 1. As it goes down the straight, coming over into turn 3.
I don't think he has any weight damage. It's very surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, especially we're on standard damage. But if this was simulation, he might have been out. Well, he might have.
Flyers make the move cleanly. And he is just barely up on his lap. And he's invalidated.
And invalidated. He will get one more shot at it. But as we have Owen coming across the line here. What is he going to be able to do?
Lando, who was on pole,
P7.
still on his lap, on his outlap.
Alright. Now about to have the fight for pole position here. Who's your pick here? You think Lando still have it? Because he's 7/10 ahead. It's hard to count him out. He's really good.
I think he's gonna be up there pretty good.
As long as he doesn't invalidate, he should be able to. I think he can be. Oh, and he saved it though. He almost crashed, but
Flyers is going for another lap, however. So.
Man, looks like see if Flyers can do anything. Lando retired. He has given up on this qualifying session, and
Flyers with a big tank slapper. That's his lap done. And I think that just about sets the field.
Yeah, unless Owen can do something. He's on a lap still. Let's see how he goes into this final complex of corners.
Very cleanly to that one right there. And the long sweeping final corner, non-invalidated as he comes to his lap. No improvement, however. He saves P7. KDX fastest lap.
KDX got pole. Fastest lap. That is on. He is on pole because I don't see shots or Owen being able to beat that most likely. Well, that came out of nowhere. I must say.
Looks like we're only going to have 12 drivers of the 19 who are going to be able to set their laps.
That's very surprising, I must say. But,
wait, is Owen going again? I think Owen's going again.
Yeah, Owen's going again. Shots is going again. Those are the only two.
Owen, about 3.5 tenths up as he goes and he invalidates.
Well, Shots is everybody's only hope.
Shot was about 4.5 tenths up in the first sector. Loses some time through the second sector. Will he invalidate through these corners? No, he does not. Clean exit.
As he runs down into the final part of the lap. Hits the apex perfectly. Doesn't use a lot of the exit. Really good for traction. As he comes into the last two corners, what does he do? Where can he go? Can he make his way into the top 10? And he throws it
Oh,
all
he
away.
outbreaks himself, and he's dead.
And that is over for qualifying. On pole sitter is KDX. And he's been having a couple bad luck. You know, at Bahrain he had the lead, choked from the lead. But now he starts on pole. I don't know if it's gonna be raining or not in the race. But in the wet, it seems like he has some really good pace. It's gonna be him versus Lando if it's raining in the race.
Very interesting qualifying here. We have some not as fast guys mixed in with some of the faster guys who are starting farther down because of the wet conditions. So it's going to be a pretty exciting start to the race.
Especially if it is in the wet conditions. I hope it is in the wet conditions because that could really change up this race.
Although if it is dry, we'd probably still get a 5-car wreck in the first lap anyway.
Yep, and it is intermediate conditions out on the track. Well, turn 1 is going to be interesting, I must say. And JT, since you're the newcomer, I'm going to let you do the 5 red lights when we get a chance. You think you can handle it?
I think I could do it. I think I have enough talent. I don't have much talent, but I have
Alright.
enough talent to say some words.
Alright. So after the timer is ticking down, and we're about to go on to the formation.
Now look, if most of these people are sane, they would go for the 1-stop, although some of the not so smart people will probably go for the 2-stop. But for most people, this is going to be a 1-stop race.
And that's if it
If there's
is
not
wet.
5 safety cars.
And we're not going to talk about what's on my screen right now. KDX does not have a helmet on. Alright. We're going to let that be.
Listen, that's tactical. If you can feel the conditions, you're going to drop better in the conditions.
Honestly, that is a dope move there. Honestly. A bold strategy. He able to feel the condition. He can see if he's getting wet. He said he doesn't need a helmet today. Because everybody's really just messing around on the formation lap.
Surprisingly, no one's been disqualified yet.
I wouldn't speak too soon. Because they're kind of stacking up there. In the middle of the pack, they're flying right now.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
It looks like we'll be fine, but Brew, you know, not posting, but number 1 pick, hasn't done anything this season. Really a bust, no cap. But any predictions for today's race? What's your prediction for this race?
Well, KDX and Lando obviously are my top 2 picks because they set very good pace in qualifying. I think if they can carry that over to the race, I think those will be the ones to watch up in the front.
No. I'm going for a wild card here. You know, I always go with a wild card. You know. I'm gonna go with GSR Patriot. Alright. I say these top 2, they wreck out. Something happens. It's gonna be that fast left, right. Something's gonna happen to them. Or maybe even happens down the turn. I think True takes the dub today for Aston Martin.
Alright.
I'll let you take it away.
And the cars are lining up on the grid. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's Lights out, and away we go in the Australian Grand Prix. Lando gets away well. He is clear of KDX going on the run down to turn 1. Patriot also by KDX, and KDX is already down a couple of spots as they go through turn 1. There's a caution. Hopefully no one's dead. KDX fights back on the Aston Martin driver as we go through the next couple corners. He's just stuck on the outside though, and Patriot defends that position. Orbit with a 5-second. That was probably a BS penalty.
Most likely.
Because Lando already has a pretty sizable gap as we exit the first sector.
Yeah, but we also have moved out from Drew. Drew moved up from 4th to 2nd. He's already moving up. And another mover is Razor. He's already up as we have yellow flags in the back.
Brute is around.
And it is Brute
absolutely bending.
Number 1 pick for you guys right here. Just had a terrible season so far. No front wing. That's basically.
Will anyone bend it in turn 12? It's not looked like anyone's dead in turn 12. Very surprising.
Yeah, everybody survives the first lap through turn 12, but after they go, Orlando's in first, then it's Drew, then KDX, and then Flyers is in 4th as you have yellow flags for Brute again.
Retiring.
Nah, remember he has no front wing.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
How about Joseph already up 6 positions from 15th to 9th already as Static picks for a new wing.
Yeah, Orbit up 8 spots, even though he does have a penalty, but we all think that is BS.
He is up a lot of spots.
BS. Yes, he is. Battle between the 2 Mercedes, actually.
And Piggy looks like he's going to get this done.
Yeah, pretty easily around his mate. Andy probably let him go, most likely.
Can Andy defend from Shai, who hasn't really had the best of starts to the season, considering what he has done in past seasons?
And we have a DNF, which is a Razor. He has been into the wall.
And the VSC is out.
I think he just got on the curb. Looks like he just got on the curb. Exit turn 2. It's spun around into the barrier.
That really sucks, and it's going to have to be something we're going to watch out for the rest of this race. How, especially in the wet, are they going to avoid these mistakes throughout the entire race? And adding on time penalties, who knows who's going to win this race? It could be any one of these guys.
Yeah, and we also have to watch out for the weather. Does it get heavier? Does it stay the same? Or does it even go dry? And what did you do in that situation?
We don't know.
I would say they probably know, but we don't.
And VSC has ended. Going on to lap 3 now. Lando still is the leader by probably about 0.8 of a second.
As we look back farther mid-pack, we have Rowley trying to defend from Orbit. He's not really going to be able to challenge in the turn 1 without the rest. And we have another, and Drew.
Oh, Drew is
Patriot has
out
bended.
Second.
It's that curve. I said, we've been talking about it.
Yeah, it's just
same spot. Same spot.
And that gives Lando over a 1-second gap over KDX now. As Flyers moves up onto the podium, although we have a charging Pig right now, trying to get on the podium after very bad qualifying.
Yes, it's KDX almost spun it there, but he kept it a little bit. But he's over 1 second from Lando. Well, hopefully he can put up a nice couple of laps. Maybe we can have a battle for the lead here. Does anyone mess up turn 12, I believe? So everyone's going to do pretty fine through there.
It also looks like Thrasher does maybe have a 3-second time penalty.
As the battle for 11th as Breakout getting the pass on Fire King should be easily done. Force him wide a little bit. They're actually going to continue side by side through this whole session, but soon Oscar will get that place.
Another possibly a battle for 7 starting to heat up as Orbit was right on the gearbox of ND going through the final couple of corners. As he's gonna go for a move in the first corner, and he gets it done without spinning. Good job by the McLaren driver right there. And he's already up 10 spots.
Amazing. And Andy really didn't fight that there. He probably knew that it was not smart to hang it around the outside in turn 1. But KDX is actually 7/10 from Lando Norris here. And remember, he's still running without that helmet. He isn't at all time. I say that he almost bends
it. Somehow he keeps it going. Like, that's a very big time loss to Lando right there.
He's quick. He's quicker. He just needs to build up that consistency. It's not, we just haven't seen it with him. He just keeps making small mistakes, and Lando hasn't made a single mistake so far.
Flyers, I think he almost been to that at turn 12 because Piggy has just gone round the outside of him going into the third sector. As there's a yellow in the first sector.
Archie has bended. Archie bended into the barriers, and that is another virtual safety car. Does anyone box here? I doubt it since it is in the wet. I doubt anyone boxes here. Unless you're doing a very bold strategy, or you have the
yeah, it would not be very smart to box here because you can make it on the stop. And fresh tires really don't need much in these track conditions.
You are right. First sector should be ending any second now. There it goes. The Orbit throws it all away. With a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety. A break for him.
As KDX is chasing down Lando once again. Maybe Lando got caught out a little bit by that virtual safety car.
Yeah, remember, last time, this is where KDX made the mistake. Does he learn? Yes, he does. And now, he's right there. He is in sniffing distance of the lead. With Piggy in third, chasing them down also.
I mean, these are the two that I thought were going to do good. And right now, they have a 6-second gap over third place. Archie had got a 5-sector speeding into pit lane. That sucks. Screw pit lane speed. KDX, maybe a little too hot in the final corner. He's going to lose a couple of tenths.
Yeah, but he is mega through that first sector. That's where you've been getting all his time. Him without his helmet, that's giving him extra straight line speed.
As he does do a purple final sector. Orbit is boxing to serve his 5-second time penalty.
No, he has a drive-through for speeding under VSC. That is what he is serving.
Same
right
thing.
Now.
It's the same thing. Let's just pretend I'm right.
Yeah, basically.
But he was up before he got that penalty. He was up, I believe, 12 spots from where he started.
Yeah, he was up to all the way up to 6, and that VSC penalty went all the way. Alpha Romeos, I think, have made contact. Thrasher was in the barrier. They were right next to each other on track. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think there is a yellow for Thrasher.
Did the Alphas make contact? They were right next to each other. And Thrasher, usually my assistant commentator, my partner,
Orbit does get a
racing
3
this weekend. That
a lot
Flyers gets a 3 second.
A lot of people getting time penalties here, probably being called out by turn 12. I think KDX, though, he's losing a lot of time in these last couple of corners.
Yeah, and it's really hurting him. And yeah, I really don't know. He needs to learn from his mistakes. As Lando does the fastest lap, he is absolutely flying.
It does just show his consistency, because although KDX, I think he was purple in the first 2 sectors, winning it like that, he's never gonna get by. And Lando, like that consistency of just no mistakes, it's gonna keep him ahead here in these wet conditions. As we have a yellow in the first
Hey,
sector.
is that Flyers? Flyers
Um,
has bended,
it
but
is.
no damage on the car, it looks like. Same mistake as Drew and Razor, but he kept it out of the wall. And he will continue in this race. As this battle behind Shots, though,
Yeah,
Shots is holding a whole
Shot
train.
is holding up and there's a really big train forming behind Shot as TJ has been trying to get by him probably for like a number of laps now. And he's trying to
He
set
might
up a
get tired
move
of
right
it.
here. Just can't quite pull it off.
Well, he has overtake mode activated, but just doesn't have the run.
It's just so hard to get the power down here in the wet. Through turn 12. Everyone makes it through clean. TJ just looking for anywhere to go to try and get by Shot. But this is happening some about 20 seconds behind the battle for the lead. Oh, contact made between the Ferrari and the Red Bull as TJ was trying to overtake Shot.
And Archie has retired.
Archie is retired on the front straightaway.
They're trying to avoid him. That safety car is out. It is deployed.
TJ gets a 5-second for colliding with Joseph.
For Joseph. Yeah, because there was a bunch of confusion there because Archie was in the middle of the track. Around those many cars, everybody stacked up. Everybody was swerving, and he probably can get that removed. He's got to record the clip, or, you know, or you can just pit, obviously. But do you come down pit road this time? Get fresh intermediates.
KDX, I've just learned, does have a 3-second time penalty already, just 8 laps into this race.
Well, that would be major implications. If you can't get past Lando, or even pull away from him, that's going to be massive. But, what do you think there? Do you box, or do you not?
I think if you're confident in your tires and if you can try and stretch them, I think you could box here. But I don't know the tire situation, but I think it would still, like if you cannot make it on one more stop from here, I think it would not be very smart to box. Because Inters, they don't really wear out. Like even if they do wear, they don't wear like slicks. But as we are seeing right now, the leaders are diving into the pit lane.
Yes, they are, and I think everybody's going to follow. Yeah, Piggy was about to stay out, but then he saw the leaves come in. He has box as well, and I think everyone's going to be coming in here.
Let's see if TJ opts to come in. I think because they're so far back, I think they all just have to come in. Yeah, TJ comes in.
If you're this far back, you're not even getting the lead.
Shaw comes in by
and they Owen stays out.
Owen stays. I don't even know if he's gonna get the lead from that.
He's not gonna get the lead. He's gonna be
Lando and KDX are out. That just shows how
literally just pulled a Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, but that just shows how strong the pace of the McLaren and the Williams were, and that's just how far ahead they were. Because even staying out doesn't get you in a favorable position to battle them.
For Owen, I don't really know what I think about this decision. He gets track position.
And track position is pretty important. Good. You can keep it.
Especially around this place. It's not like Mexico, where there's a long straight, you know.
DRS zones. And even if it's not DRS zones, it's still extremely fast.
Yeah. You got long straight, a bunch of traction zones. So he actually might be good here, but the problem is, if he's going for the lead, that's not. If he was going for the win, that was not good. But if he's just going for a podium, a good points there, this might can work out for him. Especially if there's like
another safety car.
Yeah, another safety
car. There's
car.
Another safety car in like the next 10 laps, probably like another 10 laps in here. I think he'd be in a very good position if he can keep what he has now.
Now, so far through this race, we've seen 3 DNF, Archie, Drew, and Razor. We've seen many spins today. We've seen Brute go on, #1 pick. We've seen Flyers, who's up in P7. And we also have seen Fire King and Fire King happen to qualify. I mean, Thrasher, who possibly made contact with us. That will be AFK for a quick second.
Under the safety car, it's kind of just a time for these drivers to hit reset, try and see what Lando and KDX maybe were doing, and trying to see if they could stay with them, because drivers like Piggy and Joseph, they have that track position now to try and maybe go on the attack here under this restart. It'd be very interesting to see if they could actually maybe go for a move on the leaders.
Yes, definitely. And I think the safety car should stay out probably for another lap. It turns from the last 2 cars to the back. But if you're Orlando, what you do on this restart obviously is different from if you're in the drive. Do you wait till the last minute? Do you go early? Like, what do you do here?
I think if you're Lando, you have to go on the defensive, because you might not have as strong as pace as KDX, and even if he does make a mistake, you might get caught out behind him, and other drivers might start to try and pass you. So I think his main goal is to have to try and have to defend KDX to keep that lead. And if KDX makes a mistake, he can just drive away from him, and yeah, he'd be good.
Alright, so it seems like the safety car will be staying out 1 more lap. And for these drivers, if you pitted, it's really saving their tires. They can easily probably make it to the end, because inners don't wear out.
Especially when you can save them.
Yeah, Owen also, it's probably good for him, because I don't see how he's gonna make this to the end. He might, but those last couple laps, his tires will be screaming compared to the guys around him.
Joseph just hit shot.
No, because shots bend it under safety car.
And Joseph, I think, just got a penalty for it. And TJ gets another penalty.
Caused a massive check.
Massive stack up, and a lot of people are getting penalties. Joseph, I think, just got 8 seconds of penalties right there just because of that.
This man has bended under safety car. And the safety car probably going in this lap. And he basically screwed a bunch of people here.
He just
mainly Joseph.
Joseph and TJ especially, because Joseph now has 8 seconds of penalties, and TJ has 5 seconds.
And he has wing damage.
Very important
Joseph
for
has
them.
wing damage and safety cars in this lap. Oh,
very important for Joseph and TJ. And Shot, although it was his own fault.
Please don't tell me he got on that curb. But I'll let you take away the safety car restart.
But this is just very, very unfortunate for Joseph, who is the championship leader. Because he was looking very quick at the start of this race, up 10 positions. And Shot just gave another person a penalty. I think he just been it again.
when does Lando go? Obviously around this last corner.
And
he needs to
we are
hurry.
back on the green. Lando gets away well. And he keeps the lead going through turn 1. But KDX is right on his gearbox. Lando smartly defends.
Yeah, but Flyers gets past Owen there. Owen down to 5th, but Flyers after. Remember, he wrecked. Already back up to 4th.
Caution sector 1.
That's your hash choke. Does keep it going.
Does he? I mean, he's still losing
Yeah, he lost a
positions.
bunch of spots, but Lando still leads this race. And so far, that strategy from Owen is working. He's still in 5th place. We'll see how long that lasts. We got Davis and Oscar chasing him down, along with Bruce.
Lando does the fastest lap of the race. Right after the safety car came in, and I think there's probably a lot more time on that lap. Let's see if he can gain more time on KDX here.
As Andy does get a 3-second time penalty. But KS is really good through this first sector. This is when I see him gain the most time.
From what I'm seeing right now, I
think
the only way KDX can get by Lando is to take advantage of how early Lando breaks. If Lando breaks earlier than KDX, so if KDX can take advantage of that and the braking zone is close enough, he might be able to set up a pass.
Yeah, but he also has to worry about the guy behind him.
Which
our
is
winner
Piggy.
from last race. As I think that might be a glitch. It's just KS isn't AI, but he's very slow. As KS he is disappearing. This man is, I don't even know anymore.
I did see him
almost out.
I did see him almost bin it though.
Yeah. I don't know, that might have been on my end. Looks like he's
I don't think he did. I think he just made a very bad mistake.
Yeah,
as he goes wide. KDX just like that is out of the picture.
That's the only problem with KDX. He makes a lot of mistakes. You seen that ball ring? He was literally in the lead. Spun it. And basically he threw himself out of the race.
Yellow Sector 3, I believe that is the Alfa Romeo of Thrasher.
As Davis and Oscar have caught Owen on his worn tires. I think honestly, if Owen gets past here, he might need another safety car. Because it's like it's much faster than on them fresh tires.
Lando, as we have seen in the past, he's just very good and very consistent in wet conditions. But Piggy, now that he does have some clean air to try and catch him, be interesting to see if he can gain any time.
And Davis is making a move on Owen. Past the fresher tire, he's deeper on the brakes. Will not get the pass done. I'll probably wait until the main straight to make that move.
Lando.
5 cars under blanket.
Yeah.
5th to
back there.
and Orbit has spun.
Oh, very.
It has hit the barriers and got caught in 4K by resetting the track. That will be a
That
5
will
second
be
penalty.
another 5 second as
And he gave up and left the
as he
session.
rightfully leaves. I mean, he's had a lot of BS happening already in this race.
Gained so many positions. Then sped on the VSC.
And his
Dropped him back.
AI
Then
gets
he
a
worked his
penalty.
one. Yeah. And then, you know, bends in the wall, just gave up at that point.
Flyers, I think, just got his third time penalty.
And
His
Oscar has
breakout.
bended.
Oscar, who was on a charge.
Saved the car out.
This
Oh, he
I
hit
think
that
this is
curve.
pretty good for Owen right here.
Owen's gonna have to box here, obviously. But if you're the leaders, do you stay out?
I think you have to stay out if you're the leaders. I think track
At
position is
least if
very
you're the
important.
top 3. If you're the top 4. What's the top 4?
Like if you're Brute or Davis, can you maybe take advantage of some of the leaders staying out for track position and use your newer tires to an advantage to get by cars?
Yeah, and then later in the race, when their tires are kind of dying, your tires are still going to be good. But Lando boxes. He
And
doesn't want to
so
be on low
does
tires.
Piggy.
KX stays out.
If
Honestly,
anyone elects to
Lando, he
stay
has the
out,
pace to make it through the field. Lando has the pace to get through the field. Problem is getting through.
KDX stays out.
Flyer stays out.
Split strategies.
And Brute stays
Root
out.
stays out. He was one of the guys I was looking at to stay out. Taking a gamble. Lando and Piggy will be coming out in 4th and 5th. As pretty much everyone else has boxed.
And we're about to see. Lando is quick and clean air. But can he overtake?
We have not seen
People like
he's
Brute.
led every single lap. We have not seen him behind anyone this race.
And I don't know if you know, but Brute, he defends like Fernando. And Flyers, they defend like Fernando alone. They will not let you by him for anything. So,
I think for the guys on newer tires, it's going to be patience. And they just have to have patience. Because they, with their fresher tires, they might have more confidence through the corners. And they can capitalize on mistakes from people on older tires easier.
yeah, one guy I'm looking at is KDX. He's been making a lot of mistakes we've seen already. And throughout the season. But like, this is a moment where he can't make a mistake.
Yeah, he put himself in a very good position. If he makes a mistake, all the work he's done to get in the clean air is gone.
Yeah, and also on this restart, he has to go. He needs to go and build a gap before Lando gets it and Piggy get up to second.
This safety car restart might be crazy because he is one of the guys who does stack up the field under a safety car restart.
Yeah, he likes to stack up the field, slow everybody down. But that's where he can't make a mistake. He can't be eager on the throttle. Or we might see another shot situation. You know, spinning under safety car. But instead of like under safety car, it's going to be on the safety car restart. He has to be patient. You know, try to catch Flyers out. Catch Flyers lacking. You know, trick him a little bit. Try to get as farther away as possible.
It looks like the conditions will stay stable for the rest of the race, so just going to be hard fighting things with the tires we got till the end of this race.
Yep. And honestly, this is gonna be really interesting. Lando, can he overtake? You see him, he's good in clean air, but can he overtake Piggy? You know, he might take advantage here. With Lando getting stacked up, he probably could pass Lando. And then Owen, amazing strategy. Worked out for him. He's all the way up to 6. Anybody in basically the top 6
And
Well, let
he
me
is,
take it back.
yeah, but now he is
So,
ahead of the cars who he was being held up by. He doesn't have to worry about them now.
yeah.
So I'd say it's a very good
So,
move from him.
so it looks like we'll be going one more lap. But anyone really in the top 6 can still win the tricks. Even maybe further back if you have like a big one.
Because Davis, we know he has very good pace. He's finished on the podium both times this season. He's looking to chase Joseph in the standings. And if Joseph stays where he is right now, he could overtake him for the points lead.
Yeah, but someone he also has to look out for is Piggy. You know, he got that win, boosted him far up into the standings. But Joseph, he needs a recovery after basically getting screwed by technically an alliance teammate. You know, AlphaTauri, Red Bull. Shot somehow bend it on the safety car.
Then
As
Fire
King
King
does
is
pit.
boxing.
That'd be intermediates, obviously.
These safety car laps, I think, are helping guys who are in the lead because they get to cool down their tires and are going to probably for the first couple laps of the safety car restart. They're going to probably be on equal footing to the cars who just boxed.
Yeah. And Fire King just got a penalty for the most, I don't even know, thing I've ever seen. This man has gotten a penalty for crossing the white line. I don't even know how that's even possible. Probably spun around or something. But yeah, the safety car should be going this time. Let's see what this KS does on this restart. Do you go early? Do you go late? You know, he's still rocking that no helmet. You know, the status. Yeah.
But also, if KDX's plan doesn't work out to where he could stack up the field? Could Flyers capitalize? Safety car is going in this lap. Could Flyers capitalize on KDX maybe being a bit too cocky out there in the lead now?
Yeah, any mistake Flyers is gonna take advantage. He sees a win. He sees a first win. He sees clean air. He sees everything in front of KDX. So here they go on the safety car restart. I'll let you take away for the first lap.
As the safety car is about to enter the pits, what will KDX do here at the head of the field? As we are rounding the last corner, he's stacking them up. And we are back under green and the Australian Grand Prix. Flyers! 5-second time penalty for collision with KDX side by side into the first corner. And Flyers makes the pass on KDX and Brute bins it. Owen gets by Lando in the 4th place. Piggy now going around Flyers, who just got passed by KDX for the lead.
Yeah, but Flyers will get that 5-second remove probably. But he could say he got forced off, but then KS can say, look at Lewis and Max at Imola. 2 into 1, you know, need to back out. You know.
Now Lando going for a move maybe on Owen possibly for 4th, and he's trying to make up that little bit of that lost a little bit of ground on that safety car restart. As Thrasher in the Alfa Romeo is out of this Grand Prix. And safety car is back out. This works in the people who didn't pit perfectly.
Brute. He just got caught up in KS's restart, really. Waited to the last moment. We knew he was going to do it. He loves that type of restart. But, really person that gained out is Piggy. Because he got past Lando. And he has cars in between him and Lando. Like,
Flyers has boxed.
this is amazing for him.
And now Owen, who is Owen, who has done a perfect strategy in this race, is now on the podium with fresh tires.
Yeah, and also, we gotta go through that whole restart again. If you really think about it, because KX is still in the lead. But now everybody behind him is gonna expect it. So does he try something different here?
But now also there's a new player in the mix. We have Davis now in 5th, who has been fast this entire season, and Patrick Rusi right there in 6th. First time he's really been up here this entire race. However,
Yeah,
KDX does have that time penalty.
yes, he does, but we don't know if he can get removed or not. I doubt he will, based on how early he got it in the race. But as they stand, technically Piggy is right now leading, and Owen is right now technically in 2nd place. That strategy he pulled off, amazing.
Safety cars played into his strategy perfectly. He pitted just the right times, and now he's put himself in a position for big points today here in Melbourne. Everyone has caught up to the safety car, so I assume the safety car will be in next lap. Does anyone box on the second safety car lap? I don't imagine anyone would. Although, Root does box, actually.
So I leave for a quick second.
KDX
And
just has the safety car.
If everybody else, I think has everybody been able to pass the safety car? Yeah, because it has to wait for the leader. KDX has just made the safety car go another lap by doing that.
I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to trying to knock laps off. That's very stupid that he's able to do that.
Yeah, but obviously the FIA is gonna look back at it. Obviously, I didn't see it because I was AFK.
Piggy, I think something happened to Piggy during that because now Owen, he's taken over 2nd place, which right now as it stands, he would be the leader.
Yeah, and Piggy, I probably got caught out by that. He probably didn't know what to do. Owen probably knew exactly what to do about it. He just took advantage.
And Lando is now moved back up into a podium place, so he's right in the position to be on the attack.
Yeah, so safety car, this is gonna knock out a bunch of laps because they have to come around now, and they have to probably go around
again.
Or yeah, so just to make sure everyone's caught back up.
KDX just knocked off 2 more laps under the safety car, which gives everyone else less time to pass him when it comes in. Not the most honorable of strategies in my opinion, but I think it could work for him.
Yeah, but think about KDX. He has 7 laps more on his tires.
But most of those laps have been on the safety car.
Yeah, most of those laps have been on the safety car though, so his tires aren't really that bad. And Piggy, I think the game allowed him to get that position back. Looks like it did.
It did. What the hell?
Because that probably was his original space, so the game probably didn't fight it.
His original space was past Owen.
Yeah, Owen. So he's gonna try Owen, but Owen's not gonna place Owen.
He's doing the glitch. He's going into AI trying to pass him.
Yeah, he's gonna try, but Owen's not gonna fall for that. See, but Owen speeds up. Owen's not gonna allow him doing it. He's not gonna leave him any space.
Yeah, but Owen can only speed up for so long.
He's gonna try to do it on KDX. See, look, Owen's not letting Piggy get by. He wasn't caught lacking lately, as Flyers does get a
Marquez, I
5-second
think,
time
just got a
penalty.
penalty.
Flyers got a penalty also. That safety car
Safety
is
car
in
is
this
in
lap.
slip.
And KDX, what does he do? What do you think he does here? Does he slow down?
I don't know. I mean, the last safety car restart, he did not get off well and was passed briefly by Flyers, who has gotten multiple 5-second time penalties. And
Yeah,
Piggy has now been able to move back to his position in P2.
yeah. Yeah, the game probably just let him have
Shot
that at
screws
this
himself
point.
over even more.
Yeah, but here they go on the safety car restart. When does he go? He's gonna have to back up the pad a little bit more here. The safety car is just right there. He can't go until the safety car goes into the pit lane. Does he go early? Does he wait?
I think he might go early. And we are back under
Oh,
green here in Melbourne. Piggy with a great safety car restart. He is right on the gearbox with KDX. He's going to try and go around the outside, but not enough room to try and get that pass to work. Although he is still right on him. He's going to try and make another move around him. He's looking for any space.
but KX defends well.
Piggy is trying. So is Lando to get by Owen to try and challenge for the lead if he had led every lap of this race for a good portion.
Yeah, but now they most likely will be single file. Here.
Whoa, big moment for Piggy right there, going right out of sector 1.
But Rowdy looks like he might make a move on Davis here. But he backs out as Lando trying to make a move on Owen. Does not
Owen
work.
defending like a bitch.
Yeah, we all know he's gonna fight for that podium. But Lando trying to do in the left, right, ain't no way. He's not gonna pull Devin Butler. He's backs out.
Backs out of it smartly to try and get a nice run.
Crossover as Rowdy
Gonna cross
almost
him over,
goes into the
and
barrier.
he's Owen gonna try
But Owen's
and
gonna
get him
save
back.
him.
Cannot though. Lando, I think, is gonna keep that position indefinitely here. As KDX now is over 1 second ahead of Piggy in the Mercedes.
Remember, he
Although
on
he
over
did,
time.
although he did kind of mess up that final corner a little bit.
He has been doing that these last, couple laps when he was battling with Lando. So he needs to sort that out because now he has Piggy and Lando who are going to try
Lando,
to chase him down.
Maybe possibly a big moment there. At sector 3, I think that shot choking the race even more than he already did.
Yes, Flyers is in the pits probably for damage on lap 1. But Joseph, our championship leader, remember, coming into this race, obviously, is in 8th place. He's trying to make moves back up to the field, but it's just not been working for him. I think as they stand,
Lando is probably not very happy that they kind of got screwed out there. He probably really wants to win this race because he was the dominant car for the first half of this race, and now he is in a very bad position.
Gorgon has retired with Joseph.
Takes Joseph with him.
The safety car.
The safety car is back out. This is gonna be a very late restart. This is gonna put KDX in a very bad position.
We knew they were near each other.
Now KDX is going to be in a very bad position because he has that time penalty, and Piggy and Lando don't.
Yeah, KDX needed to stay green. He was pulling away.
And now we're probably going to go with probably only 4 laps to go.
Yeah, so honestly, the battle technically is for P2, but if the battle for P2 comes too intense, KX can build those 3 seconds. So KX, he's going to have to try something because both restarts, it has not worked out for him. He tried to hold up the pack the last minute. Almost got passed by Joey. In the second restart, he went kind of early off the last corner and got slipstreamed all the way down into turn 1. Oh no, he's going to try something different here. We have only 12 people runners left in this race out of 19.
But KDX, I don't know. I mean, on this restart, his tires now, even though it just seems like it was just a few laps ago, his tires are going to be a lot worse to at least race with than they did before, and these guys' tires are going to feel fine.
Yeah, well, honestly, if I'm KDX, you have to go in the middle. You already went. You tried to go late, didn't work. You tried to go early, didn't work. And try something in the middle. Don't go too late, but don't go too early. Try to catch them off guard. Make them think that you're gonna wait to the last minute, and then you just go off into the distance. Probably in the middle between like the line and the next to last corner. That's when he really needs to go on this race car. As we're gonna go another lap. I think it's gonna be 3 laps to go. So KS has 3 laps to build 3 seconds.
I don't see how that's going to happen, especially with these two fast cars behind him.
Unless Lando and Piggy fight, that's the only way I can see that happen. He has to get an amazing start, which we haven't seen from him, and he needs Owen to somehow get an amazing restart and make it 3 wide on him or something. He needs someone to get forced off track. I
think he needs Piggy and Lando to start battling, and he needs to really push when they do, because even that probably won't be enough for him to break the 3-second barrier.
Yeah. Basically, only people left that can basically win this race are the top 5. Everybody behind there have major penalties. They're basically not in contention for this race win or even for a podium, unless there's a massive crash with the top 5.
Which could happen. It's happened before.
Yeah, so KDX probably, one reason I include him, obviously, because he's leading, and if the car battle behind him, everybody else, 2nd through 5th, don't even have a penalty, so comes down to this, it'll be 3 laps to go. And this is obviously the final safety car of, I think there's been, 3 to 4 this weekend? Plus a couple of VSCs thrown in.
I think we had 2 VSCs and 3 safety cars?
Yeah, it was either 3 or 4.
I think it's been 3 safety cars.
Yeah, I think it might have been 3. But, in a very chaotic race, we knew it was coming into this race, but with the rain,
I think we have to go this lap.
Yeah, we're going to be going this time. They're not going to wait for shots, I doubt it, if they do. And KDX is getting, he won't like that, but I doubt they'll wait that long. And honestly, I think we might be going at a time.
Overtime restart here in the F1 Cup Series.
Basically, because shots, it's not up to the pack. But we're going another time. Obviously, they can't go another time, or it'll be like a 1-lap shootout.
This basically, I think, eliminates KDX from any chance of winning this race. Yeah, this eliminates
KDX. Unless there's a massive crash behind them.
Oh
no, they don't. They released it late.
Extremely late.
Extremely late. Oh, what does KDX do here?
And just like that.
KDX gets a good restart.
KDX good restart. Lando going up. Piggy for P2. Flyers is out.
Flyers has crashed in the
Flyers out. I don't think there can be any more safety cars. As it goes through turns 1. Piggy gonna try and slipstream past KDX once again, but Lando, good traction. He's gonna try and go around Piggy. A little bit of contact there. They are still side by side. Lando throwing the car in, and he pushes Piggy into a time penalty. They're still side by side. And he puts Lando off the track.
If you're KS, this is what you want to see here. He has to pull away now. He's already 1 second ahead. Lando's base out of the equation. He has to battle with Owen.
Although, both of them have time penalties up there.
Yeah. Piggy has gotten time penalty. He most likely will get it removed. Most likely, probably.
I don't know. I mean, that was racing.
If it happened when Lando got forced off, it happened when he got forced off by Lando.
I don't know if he's going to get it removed. I don't think he would record. I don't think he would record it. So I think Lando might be the leader of the race.
Yeah, or he can go on stream and probably clip when it happened, but I doubt he's going to be
able to do that. I don't think we have the authority to do that.
Yeah, well, it's up to him. He has to find, proof. As it stands, Lando's winning this race. And if Owen can keep up,
And
which
Lando
I doubt he
somehow,
will.
Lando doesn't have wing damage, so he's now charging, trying to get back to Piggy, maybe for some revenge here. As Lando is a purple last sector.
Lando, I don't know how he didn't go into the barrier right there. He almost, him and Piggy, we knew someone had to back out. Neither of them did. Lando went through the grass, but basically as it stands, Lando, he looks like he's gonna end up winning this race.
But Lando also, he is just flying right now. Purple first sector.
Honestly, Lando, just focus on not getting a penalty. He doesn't have to fight these guys ahead of him.
He might want to,
fight
though.
these guys. Yeah, just in case Piggy does somehow get it removed, as Lando almost choked it away.
But stays on track though, and he's still looking good.
And he just can't make a mistake. Lando, he almost made another mistake. I don't really know here. He's
2
pushing,
seconds
he's
back.
trying.
He's trying, he's 2 seconds back right now as we're going on to the final lap almost of the Grand Prix.
KX always has been terrible through that last corner. Piggy will gain on him as we come to the final lap of this Grand Prix.
Final lap.
It's been a chaotic one. Let's see how it ends.
Caution through the final sector. I think that is ND.
Yeah, but Piggy fastest lap of the Grand Prix at the moment. He's quicker than KX, but I don't think he's gonna have a chance. He's too far back. And Lando, as it stands, he's within 2 seconds of KX, so he would win the race as it stands right now. This right now would be your podium still, because Owen has fallen back. And as they go right now, and this is a massive mistake, Lando will be winning this Grand Prix. But it's been an amazing one. KDX, he got a penalty early on. That really set him back early. He did an amazing strategy though. He started to take the lead. Worked out for him, but obviously has that penalty. Piggy, he could possibly get it removed. We do not know yet.
We don't know yet, but what we do know right now is that as we go through the last couple of corners, KDX is going to end up crossing the line first. However, with time penalties, as it stands, Lando will win the Australian Grand Prix.
KDX second, Piggy in third, Owen
with an
amazing strategy
impressive
by
run
him.
in fourth.
Davis fifth, Rowdy sixth, Fire King gets seven. I think that's his first points of the year.
Yeah!
But he will.
My team's on the board!
But shots get seven. Terrible day for him. Coffee eighth, Fire King ninth, Orbit 10th, and our only non-scorer is ND in 11th. And those are all our finishers. We have had 8 DNFs today. But Lando Norris, as we're obviously not gonna pay attention to that. We all know Owen got fourth. Just remember that shots. Don't be stupid. You know who got fourth. Lando, he won, as we will invite them for an interview after the podium celebration. there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna invite all of these guys.
I think we should definitely invite the top 3.
Yeah, we're inviting the top 3. As got third place. We can get everybody else. Stream that with you in Lando? Yes, it is. So you just have to. We're not sure yet, but as for right now,
The one stop where it was. That's all I can say.
alright. So Lando's in here. Alright. I'll start. Make sure you include your audio.
No, I'm gonna.
I'm a. Alright. Now I'm gonna start off with our third place finisher at the moment. Possibly could get it removed. But Piggy, you started ninth place, and you worked your way all the way up to, as of right now, a podium, possibly a win. So how did the race go for you today? All right, J&T, any questions?
If you would allow me to comment here, from what I saw, Lando forced you off, and then you forced him off. So I don't know how Shot's going to interpret that. I know, I'm just saying though, because you did that, Shot might still make your penalty stand because you also did force him off.
Yeah, but that is up for interpretation later. But honestly, any other questions, J&T? Any other questions?
No.
Alright, well, good job to you, Piggy, and we'll see what happens after the race. And J&T, do you want to take second place?
KDX, you had a very, very strong race. So, yeah, how'd you do that?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I did a one stop. The bots did what they do best, and that is cause safety cars, which made me to do the one stop and come in second. So
How warm were your tires by the end?
well, they were killed. 70% about to explode, just like Hungary. So.
All right, well, congratulations on a second place and a definite podium for you.
Thank you.
Alright, I think I'll take over the winner here today. Lando Norris. For seconds there, we thought it was all over for you. Through some parts of the race, most part of the race, you did dominate. Had a couple moments throughout the race. Talk us through your race.
Well, I mean, yeah, rain, and it just suits me. But yeah, I was good for that first half, and then made a call to pit. Didn't work really, because it's Australia. You can't really pass too much. But yeah, wouldn't say it was. I don't know. Fuck. Anyways, yeah. Car felt good. Didn't have a setup. Just kind of worked around it. I guess just consistency was good for the while. I was able to get KDX off the corners and just in the third sector a little bit, but not that bad of a car, but could have done better.
Alright, any questions, J&T, for our race winner as of right now?
No, I think you drove a hell of a race, and so did everyone in the top 3, really.
Alright, thank you, Lando. Thank you, everybody. Thank all of our podium sitters for their time. We'll be back next week, I think, for Baku, I think.
Yeah, it is back
Don't
next
quote
week.
me on that. It is Baku, alright. We'll tune in next week for IFRC. This is Jab and J and T, and we will be signing out. Have a good night.